All right, here's how to make a business card. So first, you open up a new file. File new. And we're just going to call it business card dash your name. The size should be in inches, 3.5, and the height should be 2 inches. Make sure the resolution is 300, not 72. We want to make sure that this is CMYK color because that's going to be what we use for prints, and then 16-bit color. That's going to give us more than 8-bit color. The background, we're going to go ahead and do it white. This is different than what I show you in class because this is a little trick. All right, so we're going to go ahead and start. And then here's our size of our business card, and here's a white background. But we need to make this bigger so that we have room to do a full bleed. So I'm just going to double click here and then call this, let's see, white card. Okay, now I'm going to make it bigger to make my bleed. Let's see, image, canvas size. And you'll want to make sure that you have relative selected when you change the canvas size. We're going to make it 1 inch by 1 inch to make it a little bigger, and it's going to grow in all the directions. All right, I'm going to pull out a guide, and I now have my white cards. I want to get this the exact size here. And what can also be helpful is I go Control T on my white card, and now I can pull out guides that match the middle too. So this can be helpful. This can be really helpful for me. Okay, now that I've got this, I'm going to make some artwork that's going to flow all the way off the edge and be cut off. So I want to have a black mask on top. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to duplicate this by holding down the Alt key and dragging up. Oops, sorry. Dragging up on this white layer here. I'm going to turn the fill to 0 and then double click to open up the layer styles here, and then go to stroke. Black is what looks best here for a mask. So black, make sure that it's outside, and then make sure that it's really big. There we go. So now I have a nice black mask that's covering everything. So this is going to be now, I'm going to call this one my border mask or something like that.
What are you talking to?
I'm making a screencast. Okay, border mask. So now what I can do is I can create, I've got this white background and this border mask. I'm going to create 2 folders, and this is where I'm going to put all my artwork for my front. And this is where I'm going to put all my artwork for my back. And then one more folder actually, and this is where I'm going to put my crop marks. Okay, so I'm going to drag these 3 folders underneath my border mask. So inside my crop marks folder, I'm going to turn off my border mask so I can see what I'm doing. I'm going to make some crop marks now. The way to do that is I take the line tool, and I want to stroke around the line. That's 3 points, that should be good, and a fill of 1. And then the weight of the line, probably not 15. I think that's going to be a little too heavy. Let's try 5. And simply drag down like this. Let's see how big that is. Oh, that's right. This stroke will not work for this. So we're going to say no stroke on that, because we need to... Ah, there. Okay, never mind. I can do it this way. So yes, white stroke. And we need to make sure that it's aligned on the outside. So this one right here. So I've got, and that is a very thick stroke. That looks too big. Let's just go down to 1 point. Much better. Just a little stroke. Okay, and then I'm going to do 2 more lines. Do them the same way. Or all 4 lines. Now, I need to get the lines away from the corners because I don't want them actually touching. So what I'm going to do is on the whole folder here, I'm going to create a mask. So simply just inside, just to get them off. Snapping. There we go. Just to get them off. I drag out a selection, and then I hit the mask button. sorry, wrong way, Control Shift I will then inverse it. That's the same as going selection inverse. Okay, so I want my selection to be inversed, so that way now, there we go. And now if I turn off my guides and zoom in here, you'll see that I've got perfect black guides for cutting with little white outlines. This way, no matter what I put on my, let's say this is my back artwork, if it's like a blue square, for instance, like this, let's say some sort of strange color, whether it's white, you can see the black, or let's say it's a dark color, like blue, you can still see because the white is around it as well. So no matter what I do for my artwork. Now, you can go and fill in your business card using the back and the front. You can also turn on and off this as you need to. All right, enjoy, guys.